super exclusive journey of mine, CSAS process. So yes, this is the exact things which I had in my part. So I think pictures clear nahi ho rahe the kuch part pe. So I thought this is the best way I can do. So I have brought my documents here, and I have hidden my personal credentials and everything. I think the process would be pretty clear to you now. Everything I have put in each and every effort to find these things. And yes, now we are here and we'll proceed. So let's start with the things. Here they'll be mentioning out your caste categories में जो चीज़ें आती हैं. Then here they ask you for the additional category, either you belong to a sports quota or any extracurricular activity which you perform. Here they'll ask that if you have any other scholarship sponsored from someone. Here they'll ask you regarding your 12th boards that you belong to the CBSE or ICSE board. Then they'll ask you in which year you passed, your roll number for the specific board exams. Then here come the payment details, which is I think the minimum amount of ₹100. Yes. Then we move ahead to the personal credentials. Here they want your passport size picture, your name, your gender, and your date of birth, of course. Then we move ahead to these few questions. Nationality, which is Indian, identity proof, other valid document, identity card with photograph, which I had played. State domicile, your state, your mobile numbers. They'll ask you for 2 mobile numbers. The permanent address, the PWD category, minority, children, widow, Kashmiri migrant, correspondence address, email addresses. This is mine, which I have dropped out in the onboard section of YouTube channel too. If anybody wants, they can access it. And yes, then we move towards this section of the parents information. They ask the income, mother's detail, the father's detail. You are a single child, single girl child. Is your parent single, orphan? So they provide some sort of I think overhand to you if you are from any of these categories, belonging to an orphan or a single girl child. The examination details for your central board, your roll number, your result, your year, your school name, your type of school being private or public, your location, medium, Hindi language. Then you come towards your 12th marks. I studies these 5 subjects, so I mentioned out them. These are the things I won't reveal any out of my marks. I'm not ready yet to do that. Yes, so I can move towards. Here they ask you for your award quota if you belong to any. These few questions belong to the honors, music, physical, or any art sort of. They asked that you have applied under sports category, so I was not, so I didn't. And here they even further ask you for your applied under ECA category, so I didn't, so I left. ECAs I mentioned it out here, extra curricular activities. And in this I think everything comes other than your sports in the sense being it yoga, being it badminton, being it racing, being it basketball or any other sport which you play, being it judo and archery वगैरह वगैरह. So ECA में सारी literature related या either you presented out any research paper in your school or sort of, तो वो सारे academic curricular activities comes in ECA and बाकी सारी comes in sports category. Okay, so here are the documents they asked us. So yes, they asked us for photograph, signature, date of birth, class 12th board, mark sheet, your category if you are any, minority category, affidavit for a single girl child, certificate from orphanage or parents if you are any Kashmiri migrant, CW, I really don't know about it, PWD category का certificate, ward quota, if you have applied to any physical education or other courses. Here they ask you for ECA uploads if you have applied under ECA category, and here they ask for sports upload if you have applied under the sports category. Here they ask for the refunds, the bank account details. Here they ask the declaration and your signatures. So at last I would like to say कि जिन्होंने भी रजिस्ट्रेशन लुक आउट, जिन्होंने भी रजिस्ट्रेशन फेज़ 1 कर लिया है उनको ऐसे स्क्रीन्स दिखे होंगे. तो here they ask for your date of birth as per the application form and your capture verification which you do have. So this is the first thing which appears when you enter and you want to start your application form for Delhi University for registration. And as we move further, here are the details, and this type of preface it appears out. So these are all the details which I have filled out, and these will continue. These are the things which I primarily filled, and the outcome was that which we recently discussed out. This was the final document which I got after filling out the entire details. So yes, this I primarily shown out to you. So yes, that was the interface. This is the procedure where we entirely filled out everything. So here we filled it out, and this was sort of the preface which I received, and here this is the last end of our sections. So like this, when you enter your date of birth and the CUET application form number, you will receive and open this sort of portal which is application phase 1 form number, and you can view out here what is the status of your form. Okay, so here this is the screen and preface which appears to you when you complete preface appears to you when you complete your phase 1. Phase 1 registration for Delhi University after your results, CUET results. Okay, so yeah, this is the which comes out when you are completed with your phase 1 registration. Okay, so as we move towards phase 2 now, here the first thing comes which is subject mapping, which asks you the subjects which you have studied. Okay, so here you need to enter your board number, year of passing, result and board of education, then your marks, then they ask you for mapping. So here it is clearly stated that CUET test papers which subjects studied at class 12. So I studied the same subjects which I studied in the class 12 subject, so they matched together. Okay, so this is mapping. Then we move together. Here comes my preference list. Okay, so this will be appeared to you on your on July 8th. On July 8th, this part will be visible to you, that application phase 2 provide preferences for programs and colleges. Then you will get that mapping section where they'll be asking you the entire marks and all, and this mapping will be done. Then you come towards the preference list of mine. This was the earlier preference list of mine. Then we'll move towards the original one which I ended submitting. So I'll let you know in that. Okay, so let's move towards that one. Okay, so as I said, this is the preface. These are the application details, and here are my preference list. So this is my preference list. If you guys can see, I had in all total, I had 28 preference lists. So now listen to me carefully what I did in my preference list. So I had a few things to say first before I start with this. So my first priority was that I have mentioned it out, priorities. So my first was that I want to study either history, either pol science. Okay, so this was very pretty clear in my mind that I don't want to study any other subject, either history or pol science I want. This was the first priority of mine. Then the second priority which I kept was that distance was my second priority, that the college distance should be pretty near to me if possible, so that I can make it to commute everyday basis, because it's very hard now because LSR is being far from my house, so it's very difficult, but still I'll manage, because in today's world name matters rather than the struggles which you had behind. So yeah, second priority for me was distance. The third priority for me was a good college for women due to their safe environment. And the fourth was, and जो सब पेरेंट्स का डिमांड होता है, that a good renowned college. Okay, so these are the demands and the priorities which I kept in my preference making. So as we move towards, so firstly before this I want to let you guys know that in honors degree you are provided a specialized degree in particularly that subject, which is beneficial if you are aiming to become a teacher or giving B.Ed exams or pursuing B.Ed degree in future. So honors degree is pretty helpful in that. And if someone is taking a risky job in which they need to appear in a lot of typical exams, so that is also an aspect. When if you might, I say God forbid, all of us get selection in every exam we sit, but for God forbid if we are not able to clear these exams out, so there should be an option and the backup. So the backup is best in case of humanities is the teaching job. So teachers, for teachers honors degree is the best rather than going for program. In program degree you are not specialized in any particular subject. They asked you the two core subjects in which you want to pursue. So my priority was that I want to study history of pol science only, and my aim was also that I want to go in DU only. तो DU ही जाना था, इसीलिए आई वॉज लास्टली रेडी फॉर प्रोग्राम ऑल्सो, कि प्रोग्राम भी मिल जाए चलेगा बट अच्छे कॉलेज में मिले. तो लास्टली आई एंडेड अप प्लेसिंग BA program also in my preference list. Okay, so yeah, so these were the things I wanted to let you know, that honors और प्रोग्राम की डिग्री में भी डिफरेंस होता है. So now I want to show you what is in my preference list. So if you guys can see, look, firstly I kept BA Honours Political Science, which was my very first preference, then BA Honours Political Science, then BA Political Science. Like my main aim was, I was targeting these three colleges only in my first back of mind. So firstly I wanted either history or pol science. So I planned out that pol science में best colleges कौन से हैं, मिरांडा, Hindu, and LSR, which I find from my research at that point of time. Then I was ready to go ahead with BA program. Then I kept BA program again with the same colleges, Miranda, Hindu, and LSR. Then I am ready to go ahead with BA Honors History too. So I again placed BA Honors History, again placed the same colleges. So in this, I didn't left any option with the CSAS officials. I have kept up till 9 preferences being the top colleges of Delhi University. So I have never not at all left a place for them to lend me out a seat in a bit lower college, बिकॉज मैंने शुरू के 9 प्रेफरेंसेस टॉप कॉलेजेस फिल किए हैं. तो वो टॉप कॉलेज होने की वजह से वो अगर मेरे दूसरी तीसरी चौथी प्रेफरेंस पे भी जाएंगे तो वो यही आएगी. इफ़ दैट वर्क्स आउट तो वो यही बैठेगी. इफ़ आई बीट आउट द कॉम्पिटिशन एंड आई वॉज एलिजिबल फॉर दीज सीट्स एंड दीज कोर्सेज विद माई मार्क्स, सो वो यही बैठता. तो दिस वॉज द थिंग एंड दिस वॉज माई स्ट्रैटेजी. व्हाट आई फील कि मैंने उन लोगों को ऑप्शन ही नहीं दिया है. मैंने रिपीट किए वही कॉलेजेस जस्ट विद डिफरेंट कोर्सेज. देन वी मूव अहेड कि अगर मुझे इसमें से भी नहीं मिलता, बिकॉज दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन गाइस, ट्रस्ट मी. कॉम्पिटिशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, बट सीट्स भी हैं कि वो स्पॉट राउंड तक आते आते वो 300 स्कोरर्स को भी कुछ ना कुछ कोर्स वो दे ही देते हैं एट लास्ट. सो देन आई मूव्ड अहेड अगेन विद बी ऑनर्स पॉलिटिकल साइंस. I kept Dolatram, then I kept Kirodimal, then with the same course I kept Jesus Mary, then Gargi, then Indraprasth, then again with program we came ahead with Gargi, then we came ahead with Jesus Mary, then Dolatram, then Kirodimal, then St. Stephen's, then in history honors again Stephen's College, then Jesus Mary, then Dolatram, then Hansraj, then Kirodimal, then Indraprasth, then again Indraprasth, and again we move ahead to this Indraprasth College, then Kamla Nehru, and then Kamla Nehru. So my main priority was for BA Honors Pol Science all over. So I think this must have been pretty clear to you guys, because my main aim to clear and bring my documents exclusively on my channel was to make you guys realize how the preference list are to be made. As on July 8th 5 p.m. the portal is going to be live with phase 2, so I think these things are pretty satisfying for you guys to prepare out your preference list. And as I said in the prior videos that I am ready to let you and help you guys out. Please mail me, contact me on any of the social media platforms, or either comment me on the channel. I'm ready to help you out, but please engage, because if you guys are not going to engage, I can't help you. The person Gorasha, whom I said she was a topper from my school for humanities with 98.5, I even let and helped her right now with her preference sheet. So yeah, I can help you guys out, but if you are not ready to engage, I won't be able to. So please engage with me right now, and will help you out anyhow. So then they ask you in the phase 2 itself, they ask you for your CUET scorecard, where you can enter all your scores. Then what I was saying, that they'll let you know for which courses you are eligible. Like I was eligible for vocational studies, material management, then I was eligible for again vocational studies, secretarial practices, then sociology, then BA Honors History, then I was eligible for BA Honors Journalism, BA Honors Persian, then BA Honors Persian I was eligible for philosophy, BA Honors Political Science I was eligible for BA Honors English, and yes, so I was eligible for all these courses, and the same will be appearing on your end on July 8th. So yes, then they'll ask you eventually to pay out the fees once you freeze your admission. So we'll move towards the thing when they ask you to freeze. Okay, So this is the sort of thing which appears on your page, that they ask you that you are this person, this is your form number, this is your reference number, this college has been allotted to you, be honors political science, this particular course in CSAS round 1, this is the amount, and this is your choice number. And then they ask you that are you willing to freeze, that yes, I'm satisfied, I clicked, my application will not be considered for upper grade because I was satisfied and I declared that certificates were authentic in my knowledge. So here I go ahead to freeze my admission, and then they'll ask you to pay out the fees which was mentioned here, and there you go with the payment of your fees which I said, and here it will appear that your payment has been a success. So yes, that happens, and here we come out to the end of phase 2. Phase 2 ends, and this is the kind of receipt which you will receive once you pay out the fees, and this mentions out payment done, seat allocated, accepted, everything will come out here. And guys, you need to check out, once you accept your admission, you need to check out this section, queries raised by college, because queries, if college found your documents any sort of faultiness or any sort of problems they found out in your documents, they'll mention it out here in the section, which is one somewhere, wait, just let you guys see, somewhere in this side, somewhere in this portion, you'll find out a section where they ask queries raised by college. So then that section, if the college finds you faulty for your let's suppose your photograph, so college will say that you please re-upload or please recheck it, तो कुछ भी तो वो आपको appear होगा queries में. That is also very important part, please keep checking it out. Okay, now once you have completed out with the payment of your fees, these things will be appearing on your screen. So here is the program, college and all, then the seat number and all comes appear here. Then it shows the application status, which is new application. Right now it says that documents verification approval from college department is under process. Okay, then I'll let you guys know, this is the fee slip which will help you enter your college on the very first day. Okay, so now we move towards this, which is, this is again BA honors CSAS round 1, and here the application is verified by the convener. So this is the change on the portal which you will see in your phase 3, I suppose, but it will not have a special section, but yes, you need to check out on your applications then. So in this, firstly, earlier it was that documents are being verified by the college and they are under process, here it says, but here it says eventually that it has been verified by the convener. So this is the change, and then further it says that it has been verified by the principal. Okay, so these are the things which, and once it is verified by the principal, you are free to go and start your packaging for your college, as I said. Then I received out this mail on 28th of August, and this was for the orientation of mine for the very first day. This will state your college roll number and your category and form numbers, etc. The things which will be allowed and the things which will not be allowed, and various directions where which department will be having where their orientations. So yes, and a credential attached by our previous principal ma'am, Mrs. Suman Sharma. And yes, this was all around the process. And as we move towards now another press release which is around the admission schedule for your admission. Also, I'll keep you guys updated via shorts but still I wanted to let you guys know about everything in this video itself. So this is the recent allocation admission schedule for undergraduate. So yes, the first thing is that commencement is from July 8th for phase 2, which will be for preference filling. Okay, then we come ahead that it will be opened up till 11:59 p.m. on July 14th, and phase 1 and phase 2 both will be closing at 11:59 July 14th. That means phase 1, which was a form filling, that form filling window will be closed, and simultaneously your preference window will also be closed on the same day, same time. So both the windows will be closed by July 14. Okay, so please meet the deadlines. Then there will be a correction window. So this is the correction window, which states that you can make corrections in your application form by the time of, so since yesterday the correction window is opened on the portal from July 6th till 11:59 p.m. on July 11th for phase 1. In the application form where you mentioned out your class 12 details, your parents, guardians detail, income, bank details, वगैरह, that in that phase 1 you can make out corrections till July 11th, sorry, my bad. So yes, till July 1 the correction window for phase 1 is open. It may be noted that correction window is a one-time facility, so with utmost care it must be taken by the candidates. And yes, so once the form is submitted, it will not reopen. So guys, please take care of this ahead. And this is the main schedule which came a few days back. So correction window July 6th and till July 11th 11:59. Preference filling program, which is phase 2, will be starting from July 8th till July 14th. Then CSAS auto locks the preference on July 14 at 11:59 p.m. The simulated ranks will be declared on July 15. And then the preference change window, you will be again allowed to change for the very last time before the first allocation, to change your preferences if you want to, from July 15th 5 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. on July 16th. Then the declaration of first list will be on July 19. July 19 5 p.m. first list of allocation will be out, and we'll be letting know. I wish जिनको भी LSR मिले, प्लीज़ एटलीस्ट मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर बताना. I would very be happy to meet you guys at my campus. So yes, then we move ahead that you need to accept your admission from July 19 5 p.m. to July 21 4:59 p.m. If you didn't, you lose out your seat. And then verify and approve, which I said that verified by the convener and verified by the principal. Both the things will be happening within this span of time from 5 p.m. July 19 till 4:59 p.m. July 22. And lastly, the online payment of the admission fee is till 4:59 p.m. July 23. Then for second CSAS allocation, the vacant seats will be visible on the portal by 5 p.m. July 24. Then the window will open again to reorder your preference for all those who didn't got allocated with the seats in the first list. Then they can again reorder their high preferences by seeing the vacant seats. Then till 5 p.m. 24 say 4:59 p.m. July 25 तक it will be open. Then declaration of second CSAS list will be on 5 p.m. July 28. Then again the process continues to accept the seat from July 28 5 p.m. to 4:59 July 30. Then again it will ask that verify and approve by the college departments 5 p.m. July 28 till 4:59 p.m. July 31. And the last date of online payment will be again 4:59 p.m. August 1. So as I said कि सेशन शुरू हो जाएगा, बट कई बच्चे टिल सितंबर एंड तक भी एंटर करेंगे कॉलेज में, बिकॉज generally 4 to 5 rounds are there for CSAS allocation, and then they have 2 to 3 spot rounds as per the competition and the number of students left out as per the seats. There will be competition, according to that the spot rounds will be made. So this is all about the portal and the schedule which was released by Delhi University recently. So I think this video has made you guys pretty clear about every process which you had to go through and you will be go through. I hope this video might have helped you out, and please spread it out to your juniors that yes, there is a studious girl who is helping out people selflessly. So yeah, I am planning to give this type of videos in CUET UG 2026 too. So that's all for this video. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment to my channel. The Studious Girls signing off.